Good morning, folks. Welcome back. Hard to believe it's Friday again, but here we are. Um, we're going to continue the kind of vibe that we were doing yesterday with the settlement based over the air vent, with now probably more of an oxygen farm. So we can get a little bit of steampunk stuff going on here. It should be neat. So let's see what we get to. Delete our cube, mesh, create a circle. We're going to go a little smaller this time today. So let's go with a radius of 100, not 150. I know it's still huge, but whatever. Fill it and quad remesh it. Let's go to 500. Give some space to play. I think I've done longer, but yes, it's a fairly long title there, Dollar. Um, Fantasy, Steampunk, Undersea, Oxygen, Farm, Environment, and Blender. Looking for all those things that people can, keyword search on so that I can become famous, right? Yeah, that's it. Anyway, good morning. Good to see you. Here we go. I've been liking the sculpt mode way to do it, so let's do that again. Come back in and grab the mask and find my stylus. There it is. And we're going to just create kind of a largish area like that. It's going to be our plane. Then elastic grab, and we can go bigger this time a little bit. And let's pull it up. Kind of create like a little bit of a valley action going on. Pull some up higher, which helps hide horizons and stuff too. It's always nice. I like having that because I think we're going to put our structure. No, my voice, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It sounds the same to me. Just my voice. Could be the microphone placement too. I don't know. That might be a little high. Let's bring it down a little bit more. Let's jump that in. And yeah, that looks okay. Sure. Object mode. Back again. Yeah, I never know exactly. I move it out of my way after I stream, so it's never in exactly the same place the next day. So probably that. Well, let's go ahead and save. Yep. New 25/07/18 live stream. Air farm. There we go. Now, let's tab 3, Shift G, coplanar. Come on, what? Yeah, that's fine. And add to detail. So that should be good. And let's see what we get if we add a terrain. Trainer base. Beautiful. Honestly, looks pretty good. Pretty much what I wanted. All right. I'm not going to apply it yet, though. But it is pretty much where we want to be. Because I think now we want to go add the oxygen tubes. I'm going to bring in a person too so we can see what the heck scale-wise we're at. So that's small. Okay. So put our structure there. This is looking good. I think we're going to put our oxygen field in here. Yes. So we're going to go just grab a couple. 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do 8. Circle. Extract them up. And right now they're all the same size. How do we feel about that? Well, I suppose maybe we won't do that then because we don't want them all the same side. So let's just do a little bit of time. Q circle. There we go. Q circle. Smaller. Cool. Q circle. And larger. And 3. Circle. And smaller. 4. Q circle. Let's take that one smaller as well. And it's 4, right? 5. Q circle. Circle radius of 5. That way, cool. 6. Q circle. 2. Tiny one, yeah. And one more here. Q circle. And we'll go 2.5. Cool. Alrighty. Now I'm going to take these here. Shift D, P section, and tab. And those are those points, right? Yep. M, new collection, pipes to start with. And remove the modifier from it. Turn it off. Back to here. Or we go. There we go. Plus 3. Okay. Now, Control X. Yes, that'll work. E. And that's almost that's over a full human height. So it's still huge. That's fine. Select, random, deselect. I could just picked, I suppose, but you know, whatever. Cool. Cool. 3, we're going to select those again. Great. Inset them. And E. Down. Cool. And plus, plus, plus. And we have to grab these two. And we are going to remove them from detail. And that means we're going to need to tweak some shit here, it looks like. Okay. Strength 15. 10. 10's better. Getting those weird loops at the top, but we can fix that. Edge crease. See if that helps us. No. Changing decimate to 0.2. Does that help us? Maybe. Scale 0.2. 0.06. Yeah, it's not bad, but I think strength 8. Let's see, actually, I think another thing we could do, just turn it off so we can see what they're doing, is what if we, can we do this? Actually, no, let's do this. Yeah. And then add back to detail. Let's see what that looks like. It's going to help smooth it out a little bit. Yes. It does. And a little more. I think I'm just going to do this one too, just because this one's being weird. And that one. So that helps us. That helps us. Yes. Actually helps us quite a bit. Maybe we'll do that for all of them. Kind of like it. Let's see. I don't know. Probably not if you just do 3D. If you paint or draw or do graphic design, then probably. I came from more of a 2D artist before I was a 3D guy. So for me, I think I have my stylus and my Wacom from that, and I like them. But I don't know if I were just doing 3D, if I'd say it was worth it. Then that gets weird there. You know what? Well, we're going to go with it. I think. Actually, maybe we're not. Remove. Again, we're just testing to try and see what we get. Yeah, that's better without it in those cases. This one's getting weird here too. And I know the reason why. So we can remove these. Always fun when we try to use a modifier for something it's essentially not made for. That's better. We can fix that now. Cool. All right, let's go with that as going to be our farm. Okay. And we still might even be a little large, but we'll apply it. Apply all. Now I'm just going to come down here and sculpt some, I think. Try to smooth this down a little bit. What? Oh, right. Mask, clear mask. So we can just kind of fix these edges now. In the process, it'll make it more organic too, which is better. So again, it's a win-win. It's a little weird. Yeah, whatever. It's kind of fun. Cool. This one's, there we go. That'll fix that right up. Cool. And this one, smoothing back our vertices so they don't overlap like nearly as much as they did, and it doesn't look kind of weird. We can always dirty it up again if we want to, but I don't mind them being kind of smooth. That was almost entirely inverted, wasn't it? Okay, that's cool. All this is inverted. And we're just going to try to fix it at least a little bit. Weird spiky bits. Not super into that. But we might come in to actually edit that one. That looks okay. Smooth that. There we go. Yeah. And edit mode. And I'm just going to come here. That bad boy there. Not that one there. Not that one. Ah, come on. Just that vertex there. Come to me. There we go. 1 B M by distance. Okay. Control X. There we go. Grab that, and we'll turn on proportional, connected only, and GZ. All right, fine. And Z. Merge first. Get rid of it. Cool. Now we can try smoothing it again. There we go. That's better. Let me smooth that a little bit too. Cool. Okay. I can live with that. We could just sculpt onto this a little bit, just to kind of bump it up. We could also find an alpha, but I'm not going to bother. It's not that big a deal. Just going to add a little bit of. There we go. That's cool. Do the same thing here. Yeah, just fix it up a little bit. Yeah. All right. That looks better. Let's see if we can't do the same thing here. This one's still kind of wonked out. Kind of hide it a little bit. There we go. And then smooth it. Back and forth a little bit. And then draw it a little bit more. Nice. All right, we can live with that. Object mode. Let's go grab our terrain from yesterday, because we kind of got it working the way we wanted it to. These mostly. And it's going to be materials, right? Sandy shore. And sandy shore. We're going to need to UV it too. Oh, yeah, we are. Cool. Alrighty, that's looking all right. Okay. These are still massive pipes, going to be, because they're huge. I don't think I actually want them to be this big. I'm going to scale them around a 3D cursor. Just make it smaller. Environment. We'll just go to 1.5. Okay. That just feels a little bit more manageable for me. Okay. So now we got these bad boys there. All looking good. Here. Can we? I think we can. Tab A E. Yes, we can. Cool. So I could do it that way. Let's not go up quite that far. I'm going to need to do it individually now. Okay. I'll take this one. Actually, I'm going to take this one. EZ. There we go. Then I'm going to take this one. Connect it. Yes. Connect it. Take this one. Up a little bit. This one to this one. Connect it. Cool. Then let's take this line here, W, subdivide it. One, cool. And this one to that one. Nice. And cool. Let's subdivide this one as well. Do the same thing. Connect that to there. Cool. And then kind of add a vertex. Doesn't look like it. All right, I'm going to be lazy. Shift D, P section, tab. Yeah. Join out the pipes. I can edit now this one to this one. Fill. Cool. And I can just take this one and G and bring it up a little bit. Like that. Cool. And 2W, let's subdivide it 3 times. 1, take this to that. Okay. And that's got all of them connected now, right? I believe it does. I'm just going to take everything, GZ, bring it up a bit. And I think these two up a bit, just so they're like outside the hole. Mostly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks about right. Okay. Cool. I think this is going to work. Should be sweet. Now, how do we want to do our pipes? Probably a couple of different ways. First thing I want to try, AQ curve extract. Let me pull that out like that. I'm not sure I want to actually do that, but we'll use this for other things. And it's going to give it a radius of depth of 0.6. Okay. Kind of screws up in those join points, but that's all right. But I'm not sure this is how I want to do it. I have another idea, so let's turn that off. I'm going to keep it though for later. And this one, I'm actually going to Shift A, Mesh, Skin Vertex, or Undo, Tab, Shift A, Mesh, Skin Vertex. No, that's right, Tab. Move it to Pipes, and this to the, come on, to that, link, copy modifiers. Now on this thing, that gives us what? First off, we don't need a mirror. Skin. And tab. Mark loose. Let's see, is this going to work? Equalize radii. And item A. Where's our vertex scale? Is it Alt S? No. I just forget. Wait, no. Come on. It's been a while. What am I thinking? Well, good luck to you. I thought, okay. Should be all right. Vertex. Come on, I thought vertex scale was here. Global. They changed that? No. 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 Where was it? All right, 1 second. Let's see. Blender. Shortcut. Control A. My skin modifier going. It's just bizarre. There we go. Mean radius 0.6. That gives a better look for me. That's what I wanted when it connects than the pipe did. So I think we'll use that as our pipe option. That looks better. Now what I wonder is with a curve, cool, it's roughly the same space. Our curve. Edit mode, object mode, curve. Can I No, it doesn't. It's not exact. So that's not right. Okay. Whatever. The reason I wanted the curve too, though, is I want to be able to add some stuff with random flow. So let's see. Shift Q, settings, turn off dynamic scale. Shift Q, extra or flanges and couplings. Yes. Custom, heavy flange, radius. Oh, come on. Radius of 0.75. There we go. That looks pretty good, actually. Let's amount to. And let's see. Offset. So they're not messing with the other stuff. That feels pretty good to me. And we don't want caps too. We want body only, no caps. Cool. Now we can turn off that. We need to Alt P, clear parent. Yeah. Turn that off. And now we got those fun flanges on our better looking pipes. That feels good to me. Okay. Still not going to get rid of it though, because I had another thing I wanted to try, which is, let's bring our curve back. Turn off that. Now, Shift A, mesh, cone. Okay. Tab 3 E I E 1. Let's see what that does. Oh, that's ugly. It's kind of neat though. Let's undo that. Just GZ. Or Control 1. Tab now. Maybe we won't do it with a cone. Probably easier to do it the other way. Shift A, mesh. We'll do it with a cylinder. Yeah. For what we want, that's probably going to be better. E. And then scale that. Yeah, that's better. That's more what we want. Something like that. Inset. Actually, let's just undo. X, face, tab, Q, add a modifier, solidify it. Cool, that's better. Yeah, and apply it. And M to pipes just so I can see it. Okay, so now this thing here, that's our curve, right? Yes. Utility, flanges and couplings. We want caps only. We want mesh, and we want to select cylinder. Whoo, boy. Love it when that works. F9. We need to scale it up. So it's bigger. Okay, it's not exactly right. It's going to work for us. I think we're going to undo it now and go back and edit it some more. to like that even. All right, come on. There we go. Fine. See if that works for us. Utility, mesh, cylinder. Yes, it does. Okay. No notes. I'm just going to take all these things and turn on our other one again too. So basically take everything in pipe except that. And GZ up just a bit more. Right. Cool. Now we can get rid of a few of them. Elegant solution. We got our thing going on now. And Alt-P, clear the parent. Turn this off again. Oh, okay, we need to move it up even more. Even better. I like it. So we just created sort of these funnels that are gathering air from those tubes, putting it into a pipe, system, and then bringing it up to here. I can delete this. That is awesome. We can actually increase the subdivision on this too, right? Let's see. Yeah, makes it rounder. Take it to 3. I like it. And then I think we're going to get rid of that one there. L, X, vertices. Cool. Nice. Looking good. So then here, tab, let's just turn off our subdivision and our skin right now. And 1. Can I 7 and let's just turn this back on actually. E, yes. Off proportional. Cool. And turn this back on again. Gives us, back into something kind of fun there. Cool. Now, I kind of want to do another one of our cloth things over a bubble, just to sort of reiterate that bubble philosophy. Have some of my coffee. Let's do that. Okay, so Shift S2, mesh, UV sphere, scale it up about to there. That looks pretty good. Flatten it down to about there. Okay. That is going to be our bubble. Is it? It's bigger than a human, right? Yeah. Take our guy. Oh, yeah. So even at half, he can walk around up in there. But it's going to be smaller, but that's fine. Good deal. Then let's take this and M, new collection, bubble. Now we're going to make the cloth from our bubble. So we're going to Shift D and scale it up slightly. Cool. Then we're going to edit it, and we're going to say, which ones? This is a cloth, right? Yes. So, okay, so we can edit this at will. We're going to get rid of anything below the half point. Gone. Now, did I get rid of another face? Yes, don't want that face. X faces. There we go. Get rid of that. Now, I think I'm going to mirror it just for right now, make my life easier. That's 4, and we grab 2. Come on. Yeah, those can work. E, Z, down. Let's keep going down. And then scale out. Is that right? No. Let's scale from origin. No. How do I want to do this? Alt S. There we go. That's how we want it. Okay. Cool. Nice, 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 nice. Now, tab, control 1. Great. Apply all. And we're still going to need some more faces on this. This is 1,000. Let's just go with 2,000. Quad remesh, sure, 1,500. Symmetrical X and Y. Remesh it. Tab. Looks good. Okay. Cool. Low. But he didn't bring me coffee. And with his name, that's just wrong. Hey, Michael. Good to see you. Okay. We like this. Right? Is it sticking underneath in every place? It is. Okay. So low, we took this object and then we made it fabric. And we said that it was leather with a quality of 20. And a weight per of 1 kilogram. And we said it shall shrink by 0.15. And then we edited it. And so like that. Not that. Well, it would work, but not that. That. Come on. That. There we go. That. And that. Or that. There we go. I appreciate a fancy greeting, Michael. It's all good. A sign. Okay, so we've locked that down, and then we're going to make this a collision object. We're going to save, and we're going to run, and it's not going to do much, but well, it did a little bit. Actually, it did work a little bit. No one but me is going to notice, probably. We could have just, like, making that be a fabric is just mad overkill, but it's fun. And I like doing it. That's true. I can't say that I have. Finish cloth, finish and apply cloth. Okay. It has a subdivision modifier or a solidify modifier, right? Yes, let's just see what it looks like. Thickness. Yeah, take it out. So it's above our bubble. And we'll adjust it right there. So the one spot, it looks like it didn't quite work. That's fine. Apply all. And object mode, sculpt mode. Grab it. Drag it out. Okay. I don't know, actually. This bubble doesn't feel right. It feels like it's too... It's not going to hold that bubble in. Doesn't feel right, actually, as I look at it. Edit. Undo history. Let's see. We don't shrink it. Let's just see what happens if we don't shrink it. It's still not going to be... I think I may have cut it out a little too much. Ooh, well. Do have to set that as a... Let's just shrink our bubble down a little bit. Okay. And make it a collision. And now we will allow a shrink of 0.1 on this and see what we get. Is that covering it down more? Seven. No part of the bubble is coming out of the top, right? So theoretically, that would hold that bubble in. I don't feel like it would, though. Let's undo again. I'm just going to scale this up. There we go. 'Cause that's fine. And play. I want those to be tight, though. Which is the problem with making it. I think I see what I did wrong. I'm actually going to go back a bit. Undo history. We're going to go back pre-remeshing it. We're not actually going to remesh it. I think that'll help us. Could even go a little bit more. Let's see. I'm going to mirror it again. Just adjusting. And we'll turn that on so I can edit anything. Okay. And no. Oh, I see. How do we want to do this? Come here. No. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Yeah. The straps do need strain on. That's what I'm working on. But I don't think it's... I think I might actually just rebuild this whole thing. I don't think I quite did it the way I want to. That's fine. Didn't take long. Shift-D. Duplicate it. Right? Okay, there we go. New collection. Tarp. Just to get it out of the way. Okay. Now, I want to leave that one there. And then tab 3. Okay. Cool. Now, mirror it. on. And doesn't really matter, 2. I kind of liked having the other one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come here. No. Okay, so that'd be a wider strap if we did it that way. And no. One of those days today. Let's get it. Tab. Okay. We're going to grab this one, which goes across to what? This one. Yes. Then we're going to grab that one. Yeah. And then this one. No, bottom one. The inner one. And across to that one. Right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. There we go. And now, good morning. EZ. Great. Which one am I editing? Tarp. Good. Why is it a new object? The hell? Okay. Okay. What is that? That's just bubble. Okay. Yes. All right, fine. That looks better. I went down too far, but Alt S out to there, like that. Cool. And part of the problem is the straps don't need to have subdivisions on them, because that's what's introducing the... I mean, there's other ways to get rid of it, but it's probably easiest if we just do this. Do we care? Does that change anything really for us? Not really. Just go with that. Okay. And now, create a cloth. Tab. There we are. See, like I said, I'm spending way more time making it into a sim than I probably need to, but it's fun, so whatever. And turn our bubble back on. Now let's just scale this up just a bit. Okay. Rotation scale. Now it's going to be collision quality step of 20. 20. Shrink. Let's shrink it. And add a collision. And then run it. Okay, that's odd. Wait, let's just see if that changes anything. Is it actually running or is it just errored? Oh, you fucking bastard. You know what? I don't even think we're going to worry about it. I think we're just going to let it be. There's our sim. Simmed. Solidify. There comes a point where you're like, you know what? Fuck you. Actually, edit under history. Resize. There we go. Delete all. Great. I'm doing all right. You know, fighting with things, as always. The struggle continues. That looks okay, though. It'll be fine. That one doesn't need a modifier either. So I'm just going to shade smooth or sharpen it. Yeah. Fine. So there's our tarp. We're not going to... no need to actually sim it, because it's pretty much pulling straight down symmetrically anyway. It's kind of overkill, which I'm known for. Let's give it thickness of, I hate this negative bullshit, 0.05. No, 0.005. Yeah, so 2-inch thick. Great. Looks good. Save. Let's grab our material from yesterday as well. The leather black old. And make that this. A little bit more room. C8. See what we're looking at. Cool. It's not perfect, but it's going to work for what we need. Guess we need to UV it. U, Smart UV project, unwrap. That's better. Let's scale it up though. That's 10. There we go. And now we can take our bubble, again, use it for our floor. We don't want to go anywhere below that line down the middle. So Shift D, P section, tab, M, new collection, platform. There we go. And hide our bubble again. Platform, tab A, fill it. And open it up. And hide our tarp for right now. And I think we might take our bubble and just move it up just a little bit. Get that so I can see it. There we go. GZ. There we go. It's going into our K. Just a bit more. Yeah. Okay. Come out of that. And cool. Wish I had a few more of those, but I didn't run it up further, and I'm not going to waste time on it. But it would have been nice. That's all right. Tab 3. Where's my dude? Let's bring him back. Good time for him. Let's bring him onto a platform. Almost exactly right. Come on, stop that. I don't want EV. Go away. I hate EV. Okay, thank you. On GZ. Thank you. There he goes. Okay, back to this thing. Tab. Inset. 1. Let's go a little bit more. Okay, now let's Control A, rotation scale. So I can see what I'm actually doing. Yeah, okay. 2 meters in. So that's a 4-meter platform. 2 meters down. Okay, that's 7. Let's do it again. Again, that's 2 meters. Great. And One more time. That'll work. Let's get rid of our centerpiece. Okay. So I like the stepping option that we did yesterday. So let's cut that open. And GZ -1. And make sure it's still inside of our bubble. It is. Maybe GZ -2. Cool. Yes. Still inside of our bubble. And then 2 here. Cut that open. And GZ -1. Okay, so we got our three ring circus, as it were, going on there. Nice. And actually, let's just make our lives easier. Scale. And just slightly there. Cool. And scale in just, wow. Not that much. Just where my mouse is being extra sensitive today. To there. Save. Okay. So now we're going to move this new collection to ground. We're going to grab from yesterday, and we need to be careful when we do it. Undersea Homestead. Okay, we want to get this thing, but we want to make sure we remove the terrain dependency on ground so it doesn't bring across that whole ground as well. Copy the objects, and we're going to come back up to collection and paste. Cool. And just move it off out of the way. Well, it doesn't super matter. And then this, link, copy modifiers. And we're just going to delete this. Cool. We see a few things we need to change. That's cool. And we've got the platform generator now. Now we can come back here, terrain collection, put ground back in there. And we're good. Although, it's a lot of pillars. Maybe we will go with braces, no pillars inside on this smaller one. Still doesn't make much sense because they're all huge. Okay. And the next thing we can do is let's see, select, check or deselect, Control X, cool, yes. Select, check or deselect, Control X, great. I'm just cutting down the number of number of faces we have to deal with. Undo. Select, check or deselect. There we go. That should be better. Yeah, that's a lot better. We still got a ton, but that's kind of cool. Okay. So I think after, did I create those lights before you guys left? I think I did it after. So I created these lights here to go on the edges for brightness. We need to fix where they're going. And that should be scatter on perimeter on vertex group lights, but it's not there. Okay. 1, select, check or deselect. Cool. Now let's see if we create it if it works then. Plus group lights, assign tab. Yes, so now that the group exists, it knows what to do. And it puts lights there. Okay. And they're pretty neat. I mean, they're pretty simple, but they're basically pillars filled with glowing liquid. And there are 2 options, and they're random. One is slightly lower than the other. So they're glass orbs filled with glowing liquid. I'm into it. Can we do the same thing for this one? And that'll work. That is set to the stuff that's on the perimeter, and it's scatter on platform, scatter on vertex, platform scatter. So A, select, check or deselect, or select random, deselect. Let's deselect most of them. Cool. And platform scatter is what it's called. Plus assign platform scatter. Come back out. That should mean that there's the occasional barrel, but nowhere near what it was before. That's better. Much, much, much better. Cool. Into it. Now, the reason I inset those things like that is so we can put some ladders here. Fill. And this one we will keep a little bit more precise than their homestead, because I feel like smaller structures people are less random with because they're built faster. There and there. 7. And I guess we'll do here and here as well. And now we have ladders going up in our structure. Cool. Liking it. I think we're going to say this looks good, so we're going to apply it. And now that we've done that, now we can edit it. And come to the top. Okay, and 3. And come to here. X faces. L, X faces. Cool. And Q, add modifier solidify. In slightly. This gives us a tube that's pumping air up into this space. And if we look at our bubble, it's inside the bubble. So it's literally just pumping air up into the middle of this bubble, kind of continuously from that other area. So it's grabbing all the little micro bubbles, coming up into here, making a big bubble. An undersea settlement that gets its oxygen from vents, probably from hell, although I haven't quite said. Oh, but those are too high in our bubble, so we need to fix that. Okay. So we can't have our lights on this outside room because they're too high up, which is fine. 2, just A, actually, and remove everything from lights. And now we just come back here. And actually, let's do this. There we go. And assign. Yeah, so now our lights are on the inside, and they should be inside of our bubble, right? Yeah, now they're low enough to fit in the bubble. And below our tarp. Hide bubble again. So that's our space, right? It's kind of looking pretty cool. And we had established that there was red lights coming out of these before. So we probably want to do that again. Let's solo it. 7 and lights. Shift A, light area. We're going to go with a disk. Kelvin is very dark. It's very red. And size. We'll go to like there. Sure, that'll work. RX 180. Bring it up. Cool. Might need to come up a bit more. Let's see. Can't really see in this light. Power 500. There we go. It's going to be below. We're never going to see that there anyway because it's going to be below our thing, so that's fine. Now it's Alt D to here, to here, to here. That one needs to come up. Okay. So this one, this one. Do I have doubles there? That one we can delete. What? There we go. Cool, and then just this one. Still needs to come up. Lights. Nice. Probably we're going to need to make them brighter than 500. Let's just go to 5,000. Cool. Nice, 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 nice. Save. Now our pipes. Let's go with distressed hull. Woohoo! Tab A U. Smart, you project it. Sure. And shaders. Come out the way. Me. Distressed hull. See what it looks like. Yeah, that looks okay. Do we want these to be the same, or do we want them to be kind of a different color so that they look functionally different? Let's start with them the same and then change our mind later. It does look cool. And then these link materials. Okay, kind of into that. Let's throw some plant life in here as well. I might need to make this thing bigger, the world. I can't really look down too much, but that maybe that's okay. We'll keep it film lit and film composed. Okay. Let's go back to our plants. Maybe we'll use these ones too, because we made these yesterday and we never used them because it was such a huge scene, but this scene is smaller. So maybe we'll use these bubblegum coral things as well, which means we need to give them a material, because right now they are just white, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So the first thing we'll do is weight paint, because I've just been into this, and curvature. Let's see if it works for us. It's thinking. There we go. I think that'll work nicely. And object mode, we called it what? Edge color, yes. No space, edge underscore color. Edge underscore color. We're going to take that and we're going to link, copy modifiers, and I'm just going to use this one. I liked this one. Link materials. I added a bit more things to that one. That feels kind of fun. We can adjust it though. Material, coral 2. Okay, and shading. That's right. I made a whole new window on this one, didn't I? Well, 3D viewport. We'll go that way this time. Okay. And color ramp on this one. Let's change this big brown thing to blue. Bright blue. Yeah, that looks neat. I'm into that. And we still have brown coming in on the multiply in the smaller areas, which I also am into. So, fine. Simple. Okay. Let's see. Tab. L. P section. L. P section. L. P section. And L. Section. Is there anything still left in the original? We don't know. Let's see. Looks like there's like a couple little bits we didn't want anyway, so we just delete those. Yeah, I've internalized some color theory, and I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Sure, I've internalized color theory. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to take all these and object set origin to 3D cursor, object set origin geometry to origin, GZ. Let's just solo them, I guess. Starting with 3. GZ. Control A, all transforms. Sure. Cool. So we have all 4 of those now. And now we should be able to just move them around. Back. Yes, and I'm just going to delete that so it goes away. Save. Cool. So let's use the bubblegum coral for a bit on this one. Copy objects, back over to our scene. New collection, bubblegum coral. Okay. Grab our ground. Geoscatter. Source it. Preset scatter. What do we want to use? I think I'm just gonna, I don't really think of this stuff as clumping particularly. Maybe it does, I don't know. But we're not gonna clump it. We're going to manual scatter, just those 4. Scatter the objects. Okay. And first thing we're going to say is, I don't know if I can hear, lights don't have size, do they? That's the problem. Let's just start with an abiotic slope of 10 and increase our distribution now 1 per meter. Whew, everywhere. That's a little much. Kind of looks cool though. Okay. So that means we're going to need to play with it a bit more. Okay. Well, let's just turn it off. Where's geoscatter? Geoscatter. Turn it off. Okay. So that 7. I think we're just going to use vertex groups this time. And there we go. Should be fine. Well, Alt-Z. C. Fine, we'll do it this way. We'll actually get the vertical ones too. We don't want it around there. And we don't want it around here. Sorry, all that. Okay, and that's going to be vertex group plus sign. I don't know. No coral. Okay. Back on geoscatter. Culling masks. Vertex group. No coral. Great. But that's still a little too much. So let's cut our instance down to like 0.1. That's probably a little too little. Let's go to like 0.3. 0.3 seems pretty good. Okay. And let's just turn everything else back on too. Yeah. Yeah, it seems all right. All right. Save. Go grab our blue one next because it's kind of our biggie. Copy objects. And scene collection. New collection. Plants. Don't really know why I'm separating them out, but you know, hey. Let's just move this one down. Just get out of our way. Okay. And we are going to select it. Also with just a default scatter. Cool. It's going to be, let's just rename it, blue. This is going to be bubblegum. Right. Okay. Blue. Again, we don't want it near our stuff, so no coral there. And we're going to want slope maximum of 10. Sure. Absolute. We're also going to want rotation, vertical influence, even though it's very slight because we're not allowing for much of a hill. And we're going to set our density instances to 0.1. Way too many. Make sure that could be why. Okay. 0.02. That's still too close to that, but let's see. Just try a different seed. It's going to want me to put it close. Okay, fine. Tab, C, assign. There we go. That's better. How do we feel about that? That's kind of okay. Okay. And then... oh, still had the fucking icosphere back. Plants. This is the green one, right? Let's just see which one it is. No, that's the purple one. Let's do... I like this purple one for adding some color, so let's use it. Okay. And we're going to scatter it. Again, the default. This is going to be purple. I'm not worried if we do it exactly like the other ones too, by the way. So I'm not trying to necessarily recreate the distribution from yesterday, just to be clear. Vertex group, no coral. Rotation, vertical influence. Slope, we will allow this one to go to 15, but no absolute, although I don't think we have any hanging slopes anyway. And ecosystem is going to be repulsed by the blue, the minimum of 3 meters. So it shouldn't create too many probably at this size. Let's see. Instances, 0.1. Still quite a few. Might need to be repulsed by more. Repulsion, 5 meters. That's better. Maybe even 6. Yeah. Those plants are so big that, you know, hey, take a look in the right window. Oh, neat. I did not know that. But cool. That's looking neat. I'm liking this. Let's do one more. We'll do the green one as well, which is these two. Copy objects. They're selected. We're going to make them smaller too. These ones, we'll just keep doing them scattered with no group. Why not? We'll do the same thing. Green. Green is also nothing in the no coral. Rotation, vertical influence up. Yes. Scale. We said these had a default scale of 0.33, right? And a distribution of 0.2. Let's just see what that looks like. How many we got? It's quite a few. As it relates to the bubblegum. Pretty good. Just give it a different seed. Just to be sure. I disagree. So, cool. It's meant to look like a forest. So, you know, that's going to be fine. Yeah, that's going to be good. Particularly because we have the area of rest over here by our glowy bits. That's going to be fine. Cool. Save. Let's keep it going. I'm going to Shift S1, mesh, cube, scale. Maybe go a bit bigger. Okay, 1. Take it up to about there. And the top doesn't need to be this high up, I don't think. I'll take it down to like here. Control A, rotation scale, F4, append. I can't remember which ocean water it was, 1 or 0 from yesterday. Let's see, append. Let's see if we can find that out, though. Shouldn't be too hard for us to determine. Water, ocean. That's a very dark one. Ocean 1. Also dark, but let's see. Where's our density? 0.075. That, I think, is correct. Yeah. We'll look and see what the other one was, too. Ocean, that might actually be right. Yeah, transparent to that. It's about the same. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. Cool. And then we now need to take bubble. This is M, new collection, ocean, and bubble. Where's bubble? Bubble. That and that. Control minus. And this should then be, is that good? Or did it go the other way around? No, bubble to here, control minus. Okay. This now has the Boolean. Yes. Good. And apply all. And just turn off cutters. So now we have the bubble there. And we just come in, and I'm going to check here, exposure 4. That looks correct for how it should be on the inside. We might need to flip the normals on the bubble for the outside, but that looks all right. And then sky, we can go grab that from yesterday as well. This is world 1, right? Up, world 1, yes. And dock. And we just need to add probably a sun, which we could also get from yesterday, sure. Up, light, sun. Woohoo! And that is kind of our space. I feel like it's working pretty well. Like those lights off to the side there. I might brighten up some lights in the middle in here. Let's just take a look. Let's just remove tarp for right now. And I think we'll just add a bit more ocean. Let's just add some to that bottom ring as well, just for light purposes. 1, 2, 1. No, come on. There we go. 1. Select, Check or deselect. Cool, that'd be fine. Add it to lights, assign. That just gives us some more there in the middle, which is cool. We haven't done anything with our platform at all. We got to decide if we want to be an exterior shot. I mean, you can't even really see much from the outside. But fundamentally, we got what we wanted done. And that was, I wanted to try using that skin modifier to get these pipes going up like this. And I think that turned out really well. So I'm pleased with our piping system. Indeed, I feel them too. Aren't we all just little sack-like animals? I'm liking the coral though. It's like that's looking pretty good there. You get up close to it. Lots of room for some fairly tight renders here if we want to. Maybe I'll put just a little bit of architecture in here real quick. And the tarp. Tab. And let's just do one, and then I might do more later, but I'll sort of show you what I was doing before for it. If we go E, scale it in. Great, like that. And then separate those out. Actually, well, we could lower it down, but actually this time, because we're only got a meter this time, right? Yeah, we're much smaller. That's just neat looking too. I kind of like that. Where's our dude? I'm gonna turn off geoscatter just because it's starting to overwhelm my vision. There's our guy. GZ down to here. Cool. 7. Bring that. Oh, come on. What do I... G. Yeah, he's into that, right? Yeah. And... Okay, so that's where that would go in his build, in his body. Good to know. And he's standing on our floor. Cool. Tab. This. Let's say V GZ up to there. Cool. E to there. Cool. Great. LP section, split it off, remove our modifier. And I'm just going to grab from yesterday one of the buildings. Let's use this one. Yeah. Copy objects. Back over to our collection. And paste. Cool. And then just move all that off the way. Cool. And this link materials and link modifiers. Okay. Dot, get in there. Now, original tab 3, we're going to make that a door. Maybe make this a door 2. Are they not wide enough to be doors? Is that my problem? You can take it so it goes over. I don't care. Yeah, now they're wide enough to be doors. Nice. And tab. I actually want to give it, I like slope roofs, so let's maybe see how it does. Although it's going to be weird. It should be all right. Let's see. No, that's fine. So we got the glowing bits coming out of our house, but I don't mind that. And no real need for windows. It's such a small space. This whole thing is pretty much just one house anyway. So we could take that and let's see. Can we mirror it on this thing? Yeah, let's see. This, Alt-X, mirror it. Let's see if that'll work. Yeah, it seems like it will. And we can put this mirror before that for randomness. No, I have not had 4 or 5 crash at all yet. Knock on wood. I'm still on Win 10, but I have not had it crash on me yet, for whatever that's worth. So we got two structures there. That's fun. I'm into that. Might be really all we need. Just a little bit of structuring. And then yeah. We really don't need more than that. Just someplace to hide stuff, basically. Like, oh yeah, the actual farming storage of the bubbles is coming from there. Cool. Great. Thanks, Quasi. Yeah, I haven't, or Quasi. I haven't, Quasi, right? Anyway, I have not had any crashes yet, so that's good. And thanks for the compliment. Blah, blah, blah. I could speak. Okay, so we're inside. I just want to make sure that our house is. I didn't do anything dumb. It's still inside the bubble. Everything's in the bubble. We're good. Cool. Light. Yeah. Doors there. Cool. Cool. I'm into it. I think it's fun. Let's just turn back on our stuff. Take a look. So this is what we're looking at in the design mode, light of day. We can get rid of that house. And then once we turn the ocean on, it's darker. So yeah, I think this is going to be our space for today. I'm pretty pleased with it. I like how it turned out. I like this design motif. I think we'll continue with it for a couple more spaces next week. I really appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Anyway, folks, have a great weekend. I hope it is good for you. And I will be back again on Monday, and we will do some more stuff. We'll start working out the story element locations for this realm, level, whatever you want to call it. Basically, what our hero has to do before they can jump down that big vent in the middle and go to hell. You know, should be fun. Take care. Have a great one, and we'll see you later. All right. Bye.